Grace Chapel, Foxborough. What's up? So listen, there's always something going on here. Always updates happening around the building. So come with me. Come with me. Let's just walk around here and see. Whoa, did that light just turn on? Oh, did that light just turn on automatically? Oh, I guess they're motion censored. Guess what? New lights. New lights, new energy efficient motion censored lights, because we're getting fancy. We're getting high tech and we're getting green on ya. They're beautiful. All right, enough about the lights. They're cool. They turn on automatically. They use less energy. Cool. There's more happening in the life of our church, all right? Okay, glad we got there. First and foremost, I'm going to start by talking about a church-wide prayer request that we are asking across all of our campuses for everyone to be praying about. Back in 2021, when Kabul, the capital city of Afghanistan, fell back into the hands of Taliban, and there was a mass exodus of people, a lot of refugees came to America, came to Massachusetts specifically. And Grace Chapel formed a group of volunteer teams to help them assimilate and get their feet under them here in America. And we've been following up with them. These volunteer teams have been following up with them, keeping in touch with them, helping them along the way. And recently, one of those families, their father was taken into ICE custody. They are here legally, and this father in particular has 10 children in their apartment. So you can imagine their fear and their uncertainty, not knowing exactly where their father is or where he's being detained or what's happening. And if he is forced back to Afghanistan, even just for having worked alongside of Americans, he faces threats, maybe even threats of execution if he returns back to Afghanistan. So let us be praying hard for these families that we have taken under our wings, that we have chosen to help. Let us be praying for them, and that this situation finds its end in the Lord's will. Find more about their story in the e-news, and even a suggested prayer in the e-news. So if you need to close this video, go back to the e-news, say a quick prayer, come back, whatever you got to do. Let's be praying for them. More on that this Sunday. Also happening this Sunday, our very own Pastor Blair is preaching up in Lexington. She's bringing a message about hope. She's using the story of Mother Mary and looking at her whole life, not just the Christmas story, but what was Mary's life like? So if you've ever had hope derailed, expectations totally thrown off, life throws you a curveball, then this is a message that is going to hit home. It is going to challenge you and convict you, but most of all, it's going to fill you with hope. So I hope you come out to this Sunday to hear that message. But more than that, with our random acts of kindness, we wanted to shed light on a story from Kim Gatto. Now, granted, this story has been developing long before Advent. We're going to tell it during Advent because it is filled with hope. And Kim is doing amazing work, starting a nonprofit called Bundles for Brave that helps children in hospitals feel hope. So we're going to be telling that story this Sunday. But you don't have to leave all of the acts of kindness to Kim and to others. We'd love for you to take a tag off of one of these trees, this tree here behind me in the lobby, or we have one in the sanctuary. Scan one of these QR codes. It'll bring you to a link of a whole list of ideas for acts of kindness. And then would you take a moment to just tell us the story of what you did and how it went? Maybe it went great. Maybe it was a total flop and it backfired on you. We still want to hear about it. We want to know about it. So would you scan these QR codes and let us know how it is going so that we can retell and share the stories of witnessing God do great things in our community through small acts of kindness. So take advantage of that, please. Thank you. And one of these tags is an invitation to Christmas Eve. Who is your one person that you are inviting back to Christmas Eve? Many of us have a friend here at Grace Chapel, Foxborough. His name is Jay White. We're going to hear more about his story this Sunday. We're going to hear more about how a simple invitation to church doesn't just change their life, but it also changes the life of the church itself. So, all these things happening this upcoming Sunday. All these wonderful, amazing stories. Who's your one? Let's keep telling more stories like these. Last but certainly not least, I wanted to highlight things happening in group life here, Grace Chapel, Foxborough. Lots of cool things happening in groups within our community. So I wanted to make sure you knew about them. First, talked about it before, happening after Christmas, starting January 14th, is a group called Jesus Unfiltered. It's an opportunity for people to just gather around and just talk about Jesus, how it impacts their life, how the teachings of Jesus, how they interpret it, what it means to them. And it's just Jesus. It's not about what the church should do. It's not about how we should act in society and how we should vote and all the other baggage that comes in. Let's just talk about Jesus. So that's what that group is all about. It's less of a Bible study and more about spiritual impact. So if that's something that you're interested in, come to this group and talk it out with some others who are wrestling with the same questions. Our women's group, our Wednesday night women's group is having a year-end event. So if you are a woman, whether you've ever been or not, they're having a year-end celebration December 17th. More on that in the e-news. There's a little button to click. Click on that button and it'll bring you to their invitation that has all of the information, like when, what to bring, all that stuff. That's happening December 17th. We are also hoping to launch a young family group that we would love to announce on Christmas Eve. And this is just an opportunity for young families to do life together. So we're looking for two different groups of people. One, if maybe you have a house with empty rooms and you are willing to host, you may not be a young family. Maybe you're an empty nester or you have high schoolers or whatever it might be, but you have a large enough space that you can offer for young families to come. That would be greatly beneficial. Let me know so that we can connect to you. And then secondly, we're looking for a young family to volunteer to lead this group. And if one person or one family comes forward to lead the group, I'm sure others will join in, willing to co-facilitate and co-lead with you. So would you just be the first brave one to step forward and say, yes, I can commit to leading or co-leading this group of young families. So we're looking for leaders, we're looking for hosts. One of our groups used to meet on a Friday night. They have shifted to a Sunday afternoon. So if you are still looking to get connected and getting plugged in but haven't found the right time and feel like Sunday afternoon after church is that right time, would you email me back and let me know so I can get you connected with those group leaders? That's all of the announcements. That's everything. That's all of it. All right. I love being on this journey with you and I hope to see you Sunday.